Welcome back, Bomber fans, to Ithacan Overtime. I am your host, Alliey Magistro, and for the first time ever in Ithacan OT history, I am here with one of Ithaca Field Hockey's very own. So now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Brenna Schoenfeld.
Hi, I'm Brenna Schoenfeld. I'm a senior midfielder on the Ithaca Field Hockey team.
So, Brenna, you've been very successful thus far this season. What is the key to that success?
Yeah, definitely just taking it day by day and focusing in on those connections and being able to execute where we're at on the field and off the field.
So, as one of the team's leading scorers, what do you do to stay focused in these high-intensity games, which you've had a couple of them so far this season?
Yeah, I think based on the other question too, just executing where we're at, focusing in on those little details, making sure blocking out everything else out, and just kind of focusing in on what needs to get done.
Was there a specific game or moment thus far this season that really stuck out to you and as like a team as a whole?
Every game is another opportunity to compete, and they're always so much fun. I think Kane was a great game that we kind of came out and just showed so much potential with our team this season, so that was a fun big win for our first home opener. Geneseo was also a good game where we came out and were down 1-0 and we showed up and kind of took the lead into our own hands, so that was a fun one. New Paltz too, another big game that we lost last year in overtime, so we were kind of fired up for this one, so we came out with a win. They were all so great and very competitive. So
Now, speaking about your team as a team, what do you think is the key to mentoring the younger players on your team as a team captain?
yeah, definitely. I think I always hone in on leading by example is the biggest thing for me. I think actions speak so much louder than words, so just showing up, working hard consistently, and just showing the girls that we can compete at the highest level, but we can also support one another and just be there and connect off the field as well.
How would you describe your team's chemistry, and do you see that play out on the field?
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's one of our biggest strengths, and we're all like each other's biggest cheerleaders. We have so much trust in one another and so much trust in the team that really shines through.
Now, speaking about, pre-game rituals, do you have any pre-game rituals or anything you do to kind of get your head in the game?
Yeah, I have always worn the same sneakers before every game. Before getting to the locker room, I also wear the same Hawk socks. I wear the same shoes, and I always put on my left side before my right. My teammate Reese does my hair. So those are all. I usually eat the same thing too. I'm pretty superstitious. Do the same handshake with Peyton. So yeah.
As a former field hockey player myself, I've had definitely a couple of those superstitions and little rituals as well. Now, following, the idea of the games, is there anything that you do that helps you feel more strong mentally and physically going into these games, especially like with Union and Cortland, as you said, as those harder opponents, what you kind of do with that?
Yeah, I kind of just focus and just like block everything else out that's going on and kind of just get in the zone, whether that's just talking to people, doing my rituals, anything like that.
Now, as I mentioned before, you're a team leader, you're a captain, and you've been playing since you were a freshman. So what does it feel like to be on Higgins for the last time for your senior season?
It's pretty bittersweet. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about all these memories and just being able to play with when I was a freshman, graduate students, and see that development throughout the years. It's cool, but it's also like, wow. I've loved playing with between Jackie, who is my RDM my freshman year, and now a freshman playing behind me. It's cool to see, and I'm excited to see them grow too.
Well, thank you very much for meeting with me today, Brenna. This has been Ithacan Overtime, and I'm your host, Alliey Magistro. Thank you for tuning in.